Well, Clark County is trying to bring more F1 business while strip businesses are still waiting on compensation from last year.
Yeah, the Paddock building currently hosting the start and finish line of the race. It could host a lot more with county leaders' approval. 8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthew joining us live with concerns they're moving on before addressing the question of where is the money. Ryan?
Well, Brian, Denise, whether or not F1 decides to keep racing back here year after year is a whole other discussion of its own. But hypothetically, F1 decided to not race back here, they still have a 300,000 square foot building planted right here in Las Vegas. This is the pit building. It's the start and finish line of the race. County leaders, they want to clear the way for this space to be utilized and really make more money year round. But surrounding businesses are still reeling from last year and say these new efforts drift around the real problem. A Vegas race is on the books for the next 2 years.
I know there was talk of weddings.
But Clark County commissioners want to know what else this $500 million building can do.
This is going to compete with the hotels on the Strip.
From nightclubs to luncheons to concerts, the Las Vegas Grand Prix can already host these events here, but it costs the county time.
We knew that there would be uses that it would have to be put to in order to make it work.
Making it work, according to Clark County Commissioner Jim Gibson, is creating a new category of liquor license that's usually attached to some other kind of business. But there's no category for the type of business this building wants to conduct. A new one would allow the Grand Prix to host special events without county staff having to authorize them each time.
We don't need to get into their business. It may not be the last of this kind of a building that we see.
Can we get a commitment now?
But that's not what businesses wanted to talk about Tuesday.
They say, oh, we brought money. Yeah, you brought money not to us.
Madgi Amer used to own Tex-Mex Tequila on the boulevard at Koval, the last turn off the Strip within the F1 circuit. Months of repaving and race disruptions, he says, forced him to close.
And they're not stopping to be at my store on their way to the event.
And Wade Bone spent months watching customers drive over his market via the temporary bridge built next to it because of the race.
We haven't had a single conversation, none of us.
They're some of a handful of businesses claiming losses of over $30 million from race disruptions. Ellis Island became the first property to file a lawsuit against race organizers and the county last month.
And I'm told that others have hired lawyers, and we will be seeing more of the same.
As other lawsuits begin to materialize and the county drafts a new liquor license category, businesses believe commissioners should have other priorities.
You came in to do the race. Now all of a sudden you're going to be concert. All of a sudden you're going to be retailer.
They're not going to fix it in 6 months.
Now, it is the question of who should be responsible for reimbursing these businesses as the dilemma. Commissioners we've spoken to indicate that would be Liberty Media's responsibility. They're the ones who own the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Now, regardless of what we're hearing from businesses right now, we're trying to get F1's take on all of this. It's a little difficult to do so, however, when both representatives of Liberty Media and the Las Vegas Grand Prix consistently either deny or just do not respond to our request for comment. The most recent one we got was just today from representatives declining to talk to us for this story. Reporting live near the Las Vegas Strip, Ryan Matthew, 8 News Now.
Ryan, thank you. Now, for the liquor license, Clark County staff has now created the necessary ordinance. Commissioners will vote on that at a later date.